Hi there, Sagittarius. Oh my goodness. I'm already laughing because I was just meditating on you guys before I turned the camera on, and the visions were coming so strongly, and they were rather interesting as well. Okay, I have this image of you, Sagittarius. By the way, this is your April reading, your beginning April reading. Okay. Is that you are absolutely bursting, with creativity. Like, it's that feeling of, like, you just got this new crayon set, and you take the whole box, and you're like, I'm gonna color with these crayons right now. Like, I just got home, I'm ripping the shrink wrap off of the box of crayons, and I'm just dumping the crayons over, and I'm getting to work. It's that feeling. You're getting your hands dirty, you're getting your hands messy, you're just ready for it. You are just, oh my goodness. It's like creative process overload. Okay, but it's lovely. You're going to be on fire with this creativity. Whoa, you're going to be on fire with this creativity. And as I was shuffling before I turned on the camera, 5 of Swords popped out here. I remember that energy peeking through in your March reading, I believe. The need to, right, rip off the Band-Aid with something, okay? Performance anxiety, perhaps, to some degree. Okay. And as I said that, the moon, whoa. Sagittarius. That has happened with you guys before, with the 3 of Cups, I remember. The moon trying to float and flutter away, far out. You, okay. And I'll say, it's paired with the 8 of Swords. There is a mystery. Okay, first and foremost, there's a desire to transform. Like, you have had some sort of pie cooking in the oven, right? And you're like, I am watching you from outside of the oven, right? Like, I can see you, but you can't see me, right? And you're about to be really ready, okay, for consumption. And I'm like ready to do that, but what's still sort of holding me back is perhaps a feeling of needing to really align with your intuition about whatever this transformation is. Okay, but there's something that has been simmering, okay, on the stove, and it's like the chrysalis effect, waiting, okay, to take place. But look, the moon was like trying to fly away. Like, you were like, listen, it's time for the sun to come out because this baby is ready. Okay, but again, there's a certain element of fate to both of these cards, right? The butterfly, right, cannot just be birthed out of its cocoon on command, right? It has a certain sort of lineage of time that it marinates in its shell, right? So, and similarly, the moon reminds us, right, of the element of time, of the passing of time, okay? And this may be a connection, I am filming this on the 20, is it the 21st? Yeah, it's the 21st of March. So, new moon coming up. This may be speaking to, I'm feeling it for you specifically. I don't usually feel this sort of association with the moon card, but for you specifically, Sagittarius, I'm feeling that the new moon period that's coming up on November. Maybe November has some sort of connection for you guys. I don't know, in regards to this. Maybe you had an idea in November, or maybe November is when something will come to fruition in some way. Nonetheless, this may be speaking to the new moon period that is approaching us and the need to take that time, right? Really heed that time. It's coming up on the, I believe, 26th of March. Okay. Nonetheless, right? That may be a fertile time, right, for you, where you can really think about, how do I want this pie to look? Should I add a few more blueberries, right? before I pop this baby out, right? Is it fully ready? What do I need to enhance the presentation of this? So this new moon period, I'm feeling, is going to be very fruitful for you. Very and conducive and needed, necessary, important. And the same concept actually came up for Aquarius. I just did their reading. So if you have an Aquarius, rising, ascendant, or moon sign, you may want to check that video out. But nonetheless, right, there's this feeling of like, I'm ready for this new beginning, but I, you know, it's not ready. And right, it's like I have to wait. I have to wait it out, the passing of time. So let's see what else popped out here. The Four of Cups in reverse, overlaying the Five of Pentacles upright, the World upright, and the Tower in reverse. Now, I was just holding these cards, right? And it was like kind of interesting. The World card was like trying to like slide out of this trio here. And I don't blame it, quite honestly, because the World is such a polar energy, right? Than these three cards. It's like, ugh, I want to just, it's like shaking itself off. Like, I don't want to be associated with this old world anymore. I don't want to be associated with this old way of living. I don't want to be associated with anything that has to do, right, even with the shreds of scaffolding that flew off of this falling tower. Like, I am done, right? Get it off me. Brush your shoulder off, right? It's like that. And you're ready for this new world. You're ready for this new beginning, Sagittarius. Oh my goodness, are you ready? And let me tune in 1 second. It's interesting because you're going from a 4 to a 5. Okay, now, whatever this old world was, in some shape or form did not satisfy you. Emotionally did not satisfy you, in regards to your finances, and your career did not satisfy you, and you're ready to reinvent it in some sort of way, in a significant way, but you're waiting to do that. You're waiting to sort of break this baby dinosaur out of its eggshell, right? It's like, this is like an eggshell. You're ready for the lightning strike. I've been standing here between these two trees all night long. Like, when is that lightning bolt going to come and strike, right? And create some light in here so I can continue down the path, right? You're waiting for the shakeup. And it's going to be up to you to speak about it. It's going to be up to you. But again, right, even this rat is at the mercy of this moon. So the moon is a very strong energy for you during this period of time, Sagittarius. Okay. Let's get into the spread here. Into the spread, or maybe not. This keeps happening with Sagittarius and Pisces, both of the signs, right? It's like, it's like, no, like what is the Celtic cross? Like, I'm gonna direct you here, and so let's go with that. The Eight of Pentacles upright is the face of this deck that popped out. So this mini deck. Eight of Pentacles overlaying the Mother of Wands. Whoa, fertile, creative energy. We are talking like you're about to pop out. Like, we thought that this was a butterfly. Like, like, this is no butterfly. This is like some kind of GMO, like, I don't even know what this is. Like, this is not anything you could ever, like, even think of, and I totally don't endorse GMO, by the way, but nonetheless, okay. It's just to give that idea of, like, is this of the world's creation? Like, no, it's not. It's of the Sagittarius creativity, right? That this is all coming about. It's so otherworldly, even. Whatever it is that you're creating. And it's very spiritual in its essence, right? It has this vision of desiring ascension in some kind of way for yourself and others, okay? But the Mother of Wands, right, is very fertile creative energy, and it's also a mothering, harboring sort of energy, okay? The Mother of Wands overlaying the Ten of Pentacles is almost like, and look at these three cards together. My. Circularity, right? Circularity. It's like a birth. It's like a nucleus within a nucleus within a nucleus. And so, whatever this is, when this eggshell cracks, it's like, we don't even know. Some kind of dinosaur creature is going to come croaking out, okay? Because I'm feeling and hearing lab, like something created in a lab almost. Like it's like an Einstein feeling, Sagittarius. I don't know what you're doing, but it's like something like that, okay? And maybe that's why I said GMO, but nonetheless, right? It's like something. It's like no one could even conceive, right, of this idea that you're birthing. And that's beautiful, so beautiful, and especially so, right? I mean, it seems like you're working extremely hard on it, really laboring away, right? Like waiting, preparing for the birth of this Mother of Wands, right? Like, while I have to wait, right, for the sun to come out, I might as well, right, prepare the home for the arrival of this Mother of Wands who just gave birth to her babies. It's like that. Okay, so there's a lot of preparation work that's going into this birthing. You're setting the stage. You're setting the stage. That's what I'm hearing, Sagittarius, setting the stage. And beneath the Mother of Wands is the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so, right, when this birth takes place, abundance is yours. But you know what, Sagittarius? It's not just going to be like, ooh, financial, right? Like financial gain. It's so far above and beyond that, right? It's like the sense of gratification and satisfaction and stability that is derived by way of whatever this new creation is going to bring you stability because it stabilizes you as a being. It calibrates you. It's not about just what it brings you, although I'm feeling it's going to bring you a lot, okay? But I'm feeling that the satisfaction that is derived and the stability that's derived by way of this creation is so far and beyond just the material tangible world, okay? And so, wow, very interesting. You have the Two of Wands, the Two of Cups, both in reverse. Two twos. Speaking to fire and water, creativity, emotions, emotional satisfaction and bliss, and channeling of fire in a directed fashion. So there's a stabilization, a harmonization of our being, a calibration of our being that regards our emotional satisfaction and our propensity to create. Even so, us creating our own emotional satisfaction, realizing that it is by way of our creation that we enter this place of greater peace, of greater emotional satisfaction that is, again, deeply anchored, right? It's like the mother, when she gives birth to her children, after all that pain of the birth, of the labor, she's like not even thinking about the pain, right? It's not like, I'm happy because I have children now. It's like that feeling of like, I am a mother, and it's instinctual. It's like, oh my goodness, like it's this feeling, this bond, I'm assuming, right, of love. I've never had kids in this lifetime, but, right? It's like the satisfaction is not just because it's like, I am a human and I have kids and I have just successfully had a kid. It's like, no, it's so deep. It's so deep. And so, that's beautiful. Okay, that is so beautiful, Sagittarius. But I do want to delve further into these energies here. So I'm going to reshuffle it all and, Daughter of Zor. Up and out. Daughter of Swords, right? Popping out. Magician. You guys are just so humorous. Like, it's just Sagittarius energy. They're like, we don't need some serious Celtic cross. Like, let's just have some fun with this. And 10 of Wands, overlaying the Magician and the 7 of Pentacles. All right. So we'll take it like this. We'll take it in stride for you, Sagittarius. Oh my goodness. Yeah, see? You're like, oh yeah, like Fruit Ninja, gonna Fruit Ninja my way through this whole reading, okay? All right, we'll do that. It's like so much personality and oomph with which these cards fly out. It's interesting, really, it is. Like, Sagittarius, you are a curious creature. I want to pull these two, I suppose. Yes, those two. Let's do that. Ooh, Son of Swords. In your theme, overlooking strength. Overlooking the Daughter of Pentacles. Again, overlooking the Two of Wands. So here, okay, right? We're seeing a revisiting of this. Yes, we're seeing a revisiting of this theme here. Okay. And again, the Two of Cups popped out in reverse again here, right? Ace of Swords, Ten of Swords paired, popping out together. With the Daughter of Swords was like the first one. She was like, hi-ya, like, here I am, ready to make my grand appearance. Whatever this is, the analytical approach that you're taking is very active. And I'm feeling for you, Sagittarius, right? Look at these twinkling starlights in the background of this card. It's like so mystical, otherworldly, right? It's like she's not just some intellectual, right, book smart owl. She's like reading about topics. She's learning about topics that are like mystical and magical and mind-bending, right? And creative, which I don't usually get with this card, but I'm getting that for you, Sagittarius, okay? So it's like you are going to maintain a very sort of directly focused intention with which you are to strategize and lay the groundwork for this new beginning, right? You're pulling a lot of swords. It's a lot of strategic planning, mental energy, right? Very active mind, very active mind. Especially, I will say this, at night. You may find that at night especially, right? That's when your mind is going to become active. And meditation as well, strongly. I'm zeroing in on my amethyst stone. Okay. Nonetheless, ooh, interesting. I wanted to pick these two up, and the Ace of Swords slides right out. So we're left with the focus of this. Okay, Ten of Swords. You could be thinking a lot about whatever this beginning is, okay? And we'll get to the other energies that accompany it with these cards that popped out. You pulled two tens. You pulled the Ten of Wands, though horizontally, okay? So, there is a desire to reinvent, okay, in some kind of way, to move forward in a direction, right, that is clear-sighted, publicly proclaimed to a certain degree. Ace of Swords, it's like coming out with this one decision. It's like this, right? It's like so much commotion going on here. Everyone's shouting and bickering, so many different opinions. This can be happening all in your mind, right? Like all of your different thoughts, the different ideas you may have, right? One idea is, oh, you could approach it like that, and you could approach it like this and that, and whatever it may be, right? It's like, and then one individual in that room just stands up, and maybe they've been quiet for a long time, right? It's like that movie scene, right? Where it's just like crazy chaos and everybody's shouting and yelling, and then that one really quiet individual person, right, stands up and is like, the answer is this! Like, it's like that. It's like that. You want to do this? It's like underneath the surface, right? You want to just like geyser out this answer, okay? From all of this heavy mental analysis and energy. But you're not doing that. You're not like, right, recklessly, haphazardly just making a decision just to make it and to silence all of this chaos. No, right? Like you are taking an approach that is tempered, that is balanced, and that is focused. It's like, what do I need to learn about? And you may be information gathering. You may absolutely be information gathering. That is the focus for you during this period of time. And the new moon will help direct you in the direction that you need to lay your focus, that you need to really, right, further explore that avenue, learn as much as you can about whatever this is before that baby pops out. It's like, before this baby comes out, right? Like I need to learn, how do you feed a baby? Like how do you, all of the different things, right? So that it's most conducive. Whatever that birth is most conducive. And pulling the moon card, right, is kind of like saying, right, it's like, and this is exactly what I was talking to Aquarius about. Exactly. It's like, yes, it's annoying, right, to have to wait, especially when you're so excited. It's like, I can't wait for this baby to come out. Why is it 9 months? Why can't it be like 2 weeks? And then, right? But the time is needed. The waiting time is necessary, is needed. And within that period of time, right, it's almost like a gift, because you're going to be able, right, to temper your approach, to make sure, am I moving in the right direction? Am I prepared? Am I prepared for the baby? Right? It's like that. It's like that, Sagittarius. Strongly I'm feeling that. So whatever you can do to prepare yourself and your environment for this change by way of your exploration of the matter that you are to embark upon and pursue once and for all, the more seamless and the more fruitful, especially the more fruitful it's going to be, okay, once it does come about. And so, what I'm feeling for you, Sagittarius, is, okay, Two of Cups in reverse, right? Popped out yet again. Yet again popped out. In diagonal fashion, pointing down towards almost the past sort of energy. Interesting. Okay, interesting. Let me tune in here. 1 second, Sagittarius. Okay. I will say that, okay, I want to begin with this card here, the Ten of Wands, and by way of that card, these two cards as well. The Magician in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So, whatever this new beginning is, Sagittarius, it regards the balancing and the calibration of your own being. First and foremost, it's like you are the creator of this path. The Magician, right, is like creating its own path forward. But in order for the Magician to create, right, the Magician has to even realize, right, that it is a creator first and foremost. And secondly, it has to be acquainted, right, with its own tool set, even, right? Like, what tools do I have in my magic chest? I got a bunny rabbit, I have a velvet pouch, I have a wand, a magic wand, and, right, so it's like acquainting yourself before you go on set. It's like, okay, what tools, right? Okay, sage stick, tourmaline, right? What am I going to incorporate in the show? Okay, and it's getting really comfortable with those tools, right? Look, the Magician has a sword, a pentacle, a cup, a wand, but it's the balance and the fusion, the delicate balance that is struck between using all of these elements. That is a fine art that I'm feeling. That's what you are. Now is the time to focus on that, right? To focus on that art and perfecting that art as much as you can, so that once you're like set out on that stage, you can make that magic happen. Okay, and in a way where you're like, you got this, right? Like, I know how to make this bunny disappear. You watch me. I know, right? Like, I've done this trick a million times, okay? I've practiced it in my mirror. Like, whatever you need to do that. This is the time, this is the chance, opportunity for you to do that. And so, look, okay? And it's like this, you know when you have a test that you have to take, but the test, the teacher is like, you know, you had prepared for that test, let's say for whatever, right, however long, and you're like, okay, I'm ready to just get this thing over with. And then the teacher emails you like the night before the test, and they're like, oh, we're not gonna have the test today. It's gonna be in like a week. And you're like half pissed off and half like, yay, like awesome, don't need to take the test. But, right, even if you're frustrated that you have to wait it out, it's almost like the time that's given, you can even study some more about it, And then when you take the test, let's say you take the test a week later, and you're like, I'm really glad that the teacher had given us that extra week because I would not have known that answer. It's like that. So whatever you can do, heed this time, right? And I wanted to say this, yes, it is Venus retrograde, right? And I believe it's going to end 14th of April. So, as you may be familiar with Venus retrograde, you do not want to really set any plans into motion quite yet, right? You don't want to sign on that dotted line quite yet, as things may not be fully as they appear after Venus retrograde, all right? So, this is definitely in line with that. Definitely in line with that. So wait it out. I'm feeling weighted out. If you're thinking about, do I make this decision now? Do I just go for it? Do I, right, burst through the finish line tape? It's like, maybe wait on that. Make sure you're fully prepared before you stand and make this announcement or decision. Okay. So, but you're ready. You're ready to do that. Energetically, you're ready. You're like tired of doing things in the old way of doing them. You want this reinvention of self. You want to transmute this otherwise, right, lethargic sort of use of fire energy in such a way that is like creative, like empowered, self-empowered, exciting, reinvigorating, and fruitful. You want direction. It's like you don't want to just create. Like, I don't want to just like, yeah, I am a magician. Like, yeah, okay, but, right? It's like, I want to know that whatever I'm creating, it's like I'm creating something that's going to create something that's going to create something. It needs to be a domino effect. You want to feel that the effect you're having is magnanimous, that it is far-reaching. You want to make sure that whatever it is that you, right, you plant those seeds, and those seeds, they cross-pollinate. That's the sort of feeling I'm getting. Whoa, Sagittarius, okay? So, it's like that. It's like that. And you know what? Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter's super expansive, right? Wants like far-reaching range, okay? And it relates to all of those sorts of topics, right? It's very much relevant to that sort of theme of wanting, right? To reach far and beyond. Far and beyond. So you want, right, that you're stepping into that. You're like, I want my fire energy. I want to harness it. Yes. But in a way that is going to be even conducive for the long term. So it's about stepping into, realizing, reacquainting yourself, right? Getting to know yourself even as the magician, as the creator of your world, okay? And practicing your skill sets out as well. 10 of Wands, though, overlaying these two cards, it's like, start thinking about the ways that you can transmute this energy and reinvent the way that you have been doing things. Okay, it may require a shift in your perception even of the use of fire energy. But your habits, I'm feeling your habits are a big part of the mix. They need to change as well. So changing the way that you think, right? Stepping out of that white noise, right? So many thoughts and people shouting different ways of doing things. It's like, similarly here, right? Feeling like, right? Like, I am not, this is not the path. This is no path. This is chaos. So you want a path. You want a path to move down and along. So it's about, okay, channel out the white noise, right? Don't focus so much on where you are right now, of it not being, right, either not making sense and not being conducive. Channel that out and focus on where you're being intuitively guided to seek your clarity, and how you're being intuitively guided to substantiate that path by way of your own utilization of skills. And look at this, right? The figure 8 on the chest of this magician, this leopard. The magician creates by way of its intuition, by way of that inborn drive, to which there's no sort of rhyme or reason or logic, really, right? Magic, it's like, that's, right? It's otherworldly. And so it's about, look, she's like in this starry night sky, like she's learning, she's opening her mind, expanding her horizons to how the universe even works. Wow. Super sci-fi, very cool. Oh, very cool. Okay. Now, let's move forward. into the future. This energy is coming into your future. The Seven of Swords and the Mother of Swords together. Kind of similar energy, right? Both swords. Both kind of fixed energies as well. Okay, where this is kind of speaking to passivity. The fox, right? Overlaying this one sword, hunched over on it. Right? Not speaking out the full truth. Similarly, the Mother of Swords is perched on this altar and pillar of a certain way of thinking about things. Okay, so there's a fixation to her energy. So there could perhaps be a situation that comes about that in which, right, you feel somewhat contra to the opinion of someone, okay? Or, let me tune in here. Let me tune in. Interesting. Why? Because you have 4 swords cards, actually, yes. 3 of them people. No, you have way more than 4 swords cards, actually, Sagittarius. You have the Ace of Swords, the 10 of Swords. You have the Daughter of Swords, the 7 of Swords, the Mother of Swords, the Son of Swords. So, Sagittarius. But I was going to say that you have 3 swords people showing up in the spread. The daughter, the son, and the mother. And the daughter and the son are both looking in the same direction towards the Mother of Swords. So, this is interesting. This is interesting. This could be someone in your environment who you feel related to, you are related to, or you're not related to. But you could also feel related to them. Why not, right? Like, this may be someone who you just feel really close to. Mother, daughter, okay? Who you feel. It can be 2 things, Sagittarius. This can be a person, another person, or it can be your own propensity. It could be your own propensity. I'm feeling it could be different for different people. But if this is someone, there is a feeling of being at odds with this individual, but not yet really fully being able to confront them about how you feel. And it could be speaking to this situation here. Ace of Swords, 10 of Swords. It's like, I can go about this in so many different ways, right? But then it's like Daughter of Swords. Like, I'm going to take the mystical, otherworldly route to get there. And the Mother of Swords is like, like off in the corner. Like, not even like, it's like tuning everyone out. It's like they just see their own perception and way of thinking about the situation. So it could be, right, someone in your environment who just doesn't quite, they have a more conventional way of looking at something and they just don't quite grasp the perspective that you have of the situation. And I'm feeling that ultimately, right, it's like, this is your project. This is you. This has to do with your being and the exertion of yourself, right? So whoever this individual is, maybe they hold an opinion about what you should be doing, and you're like, I do not agree with them. Like, but it's almost like not worth it at this point to get into beef about that, right? To get into into some sort of political mess. Like, it's almost like, I don't know why I'm saying political mess, but take it as you will, right? Take it as you will, Sagittarius. You almost like just don't want to deal with that. You're like, I know what I need to focus on, and this is what I'm committed to. Like, she feels really comfortable where she is, and I'm feeling that strongly, right? Again, I don't normally get that feeling with this card. But I'm feeling she's like very much embodying this new world that entrances her, or him, or them. Nonetheless, right? She's like looking over at this. It's like, this is some bleak energy. Okay, so this may be your own propensity as well. I will absolutely say that, right? 2. Oh, 1 second, Sagittarius, okay? I don't know. I'm feeling this is like a thorn in your side. Like, ugh. Right? Whereas the Daughter of Swords is like more open-minded, right? Her sword is like this, horizontal, not fixed in the ground. It's like the Mother of Swords looks like she looks like a statue. She's been perched there for years, right? It's like you couldn't even get an expression out of her if, I don't know what, right? Like, she's just glossy-eyed. So there's a feeling of like not even being able to communicate with this individual in some shape or form. It's like, or again, it's like, it's the rising above this propensity of your own way of handling the situation, right? If you have a lot of air in your chart, you may have a lot of air in your chart. This could be speaking to that propensity, right? To take on a situation in a more, in a strongly intellectual, rational way. But I'm feeling as well, right? On the other side of the token, right? If that's how you say it. It's the Mother of Swords can also kind of speak to the maturation of this process that we're seeing up here. Right? Like, Daughter of Swords is kind of glancing down at the Mother of Swords. Like, this is going to come by way of this more open-minded approach that I take. Okay, so finalizing this clarity, right? This one sword, taking this one sword in hand and staking it into the ground and finding, right, the land, that patch of land that I'm going to perch, but also stake my sword into the ground with and call home, let's say, as well, is going to come about by way, not by way of just taking any sword, like we said previously, any sword, just saying, I just want clarity, I want to feel safe and secure, and I'm going to rationalize my way through this one way or another. Taking my sword and just jamming it into the dirt. It's like, no, right? I'm going to take the approach that is cognizant of what this path even means to me. And I want to do it conducively, and I want this decision to be made, yes, with clarity, but also with a feeling of authenticity. Okay, so you're approaching it in an open-minded way so that finally when you make that decision is firm, clear-sighted, and made in such a way that's going to bring you ultimate stability and groundedness, where you're going to feel super solid and fixed with the strategy that you chose, okay? But you could be conflicted as well, right? It's this period of going back and forth. How do I, right? What is going to make me feel like I have complete command and control over the strategy of whatever I'm creating, okay? It's like, but you do know, right? This fox is looking over. It's looking over, for you, it's looking up and straight at, but it's overlaying this one sword that's pointing in one direction opposite of all these others. So whatever this is, right, your direction is very unconventional, very, very unconventional, okay, as it regards the process that you're taking. But you haven't yet finalized it. You haven't yet solidified, yes, aha, like this is the direction I'm going to take. So, but we're seeing that up here as well. So I'm feeling it's an echoing of that, okay? But what's interesting, Sagittarius, is that you have the Son of Swords. You have the Son of Swords, kind of like, it's almost like these two characters are in cahoots. They are like super similar. It's like the two siblings in some kind of way who are like, I don't know, like ganging up on the mom almost. Like something like that, right? Because they have higher ground, and they're both sort of, right, like looking over, almost like taunting, but not taunting. The Mother of Swords just is like, you guys are children. Like, I'm not like, gonna flutter my wings because of some cooing in the corner. So it's not like combative. I'm feeling it's not combative. If anything, it's just kind of like child's play a little bit, right? It's just a differing of opinions. It's a differing of approach. And so I'm not feeling that it's like a head-on collision of a conversation, right? Where it's like, we are gonna hash it out, okay? it's almost like a threat. That's really what I'm feeling, right? Son of Swords looks like it's flying, right? Kind of like, I'm going to approach you, but I'm not going to approach you. I'm going to send a letter to your home. It's like that kind of thing. Because the Son of Swords also speaks to legal counsel. So this can speak to the legal parameters of whatever this change is that needs to be taken, right? It's like before you can come out with this final predicament, right? Strategic way of doing things, and so that you can feel stable and grounded in whatever that strategy is, you may need, right, to heed legal counsel, right? Absolutely. And so that may be why you're not yet fully publicly speaking out about whatever this position is. Okay, so yes, and the Two of Cups is sandwiched in between the Daughter of Swords and the Seven of Swords, and again, it's diagonal, and it's pointing kind of down into this interaction here that's happening. So what I'm feeling for you, Sagittarius, is, right, Two of Cups is popping out again. You had that come out in the last spread that we just did. And so let me tune in here 1 second. What I'm getting here is that it's like this. It's like the Daughter of Swords almost like is like has her sword interlacing these two cups, to which point they're like hanging and dangling, right, off of her sword. This is how it's laid out. It was like this. It's like this. So it's literally hanging by her sword. But she's like not really concerned about this. And it's almost like she can like lift her little owl toes and brush the edge of these two cups off and away if she wanted to, right? It's like there's an apathy to whatever this is. This can be speaking to the fragility of whatever this process is for you, that regards your emotional satisfaction. Let me tune in 1 second. You could also potentially be, you're putting the investment and the focus that you have on the emotional satisfaction that may come by way of this whole process on hold, on standby. You're like, I'm not totally focusing on you, right? What my priority is this process, right? Of preparing for the birth, which is going to bring this. But I'm not going to right, seek this first. So you're ultra focused, Sagittarius, on taking this process responsibly, right? As you move forward, there's no time to hang out after class, right? And bum around, so to speak. It's like, I gotta go home and do my work. And I'm excited about that. I'm excited to do my homework. That's the feeling. Okay? And the Two of Cups, right? It's almost like it's an arrow that is pointing towards this. It's like your satisfaction, and you know it, your satisfaction, emotional satisfaction, and bliss is going to come by way of the wielding of your fire. Okay, stepping into your role as a creator, as a manifestor of your life. And what comes from that, right, are many things, right? This will come. But it's a byproduct. It's a byproduct, right? The focus of the whole process, right, is to create, is to step into your soul truth, that path that liberates your soul, right? Your satisfaction of being even. So, and that's what this is, right? This is like the enjoyment of a moment. the enjoyment of a moment. But it's like Daughter of Swords. It's like she's in control of the enjoyment of that moment, right? She can like, she can just kick these off of her sword and they're gone. Or she can keep them dangling. She is in control, right, of that. It's not like she's just at the mercy of the situation that is pleasurable or enjoyable. She realizes that she's the one who's creating her ultimate satisfaction. Okay, and that is coming by way of her creation as an independent individual. Whoa. Self-empowering energy here for you, Sagittarius. I will also say this. It's like this process. Look. This emotional satisfaction that's coming about, and this can also be a relationship perhaps, right? It can absolutely be that. Take it as you will, Sagittarius. It will apply to everyone differently, I'm sure. This emotional satisfaction, being able to enjoy the moment, right, with someone, or just simply to feel a greater sense of emotional bliss, is at the mercy of this process. Yet again, it's like the time, the element of time. We are at the mercy of time. To enjoy this time and this moment, we need to make use of this time, right, where we are focused on the priority, right, the path, steering that ship in the dark, right, or even that shuttle, that space shuttle, that spaceship in the universe, in the galaxy, because that's really what this feels like. This is like, again, not like anything, right, that is. That has a blueprint, really. So, all eyes and efforts are on this Daughter of Swords. And making use of this quiet time, right? Where you are really acquainting yourself with yourself, right? Practicing, testing out your magician's trolley of tools, right? And contraptions, and like, wow, I got this wand, like, how do I work this thing? You know, just really getting comfortable with it. And the more that you do that, right, the sooner you're going to be prepared, right? Again, we're at the mercy of time in some ways that I'm feeling, especially for you, Sagittarius, for this transformation. But I am feeling, right, that the more that you practice this, the more adept you're going to be at wielding these elements in a very fruitful way, once the time is right. All right? So thank you so much, Sagittarius. I'm so excited to see how these energies culminate and actually, right, they come down to their final point, the new moon, the beginning of a brand new moon cycle. So ripe for setting of intentions. Stay tuned for that video. It'll be coming up soon on the 26th, I believe, around that time. All right? So thank you so much for tuning in. Again, enjoy March, enjoy April, and I will see you guys soon. All right? Bye.